When I started this episode, for a second there, I thought I was on the wrong episode or something, or 2 episodes came out this week, or I missed last week's episode. Maybe I was misremembering or something. So I went to check the last week's episode, and I was like, okay, so I did see it, because the start of this episode, I was like, yo, the reveal right now, like, the reveal to, I don't know how to pronounce her name. I think you say it Ifia, or however you pronounce that. Forgive me, you correct me in the comments below. However, there was a major reveal to her character, and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, whoa. Just everything we know about this character, just popping up like this. I'm like, what does this say for a main female character? For something like that to have already happened to one of our main characters, that just lets us know that Kotori most likely is going to end up in a very similar way. She's going to forget everything and become a new person, which, yo, if that's what that's implying, that's going to be very tragic in a way, because even though her body is not technically dead, she's dead. Like, the personality she is will die, and someone will replace her. So, it's like she is technically dying. So, yo, that's what that part of the episode is trying to imply. Yo, I see why many have been telling me, like, this is gonna get dark, and there's something to really look forward to, because that's insane. Just, holy crap, just imagine if you literally encounter someone that has already went through this, and all this time that you've been hanging out with this person that's like a sister to you, you found out that the original them, it was gone, and their mind already disintegrated a long time ago, and they're not even the same person, but they carried on that person's legacy, just like, bro, like, that was incredibly shocking at the beginning of this episode, and it just lets us know that what happens once the transition is complete, once, all the memories come back or whatever, what really happens? Your mind disintegrates, you lose everything, you lose every single memory, you lose, your original personality, and then the new personality will pop up, and it'll be like a different person inside of a different body, and they'll be like, whoa, what the hell is this? Like, it's not my body. They'll be very confused. So, that is a very dark way to probably take Kotori's character, if that's the direction it's going to be going. However, though, besides that, the episode was very, how I gotta say this, it felt fillerish. It did. But the episode was kind of everything we already seen thus far. Like, we already know what's kind of going on in the other places around the world, or what we've seen already. So, it's kind of like this episode, the main point of it was to, once again, build up whatever's to happen to Kotori in the future episodes, the finale of the series, and I'm expecting some really great things, because I remember the light novel readers telling me it's going to be freaking crazy later on down the road in a certain area, so I'm assuming we're about to reach that, especially because if we remember the beginning of the series, the first episode, where it seemed like she was just crazy or whatever, and she was trying to kill herself, well, now we can see why, but probably because she lost all her memories and all that, and there you go. But also, besides that, though, just the episode, like I said, it was a very fillerish episode. It didn't feel like there was really much going on overall. I mean, there was, like I said, subtle build-up and all of that, but overall, nothing relatively important with this episode, so it's kind of like, it's a great episode, just nothing, like, to really discuss that's brand new, because, like I said, it felt more fillerish than anything else. However, even though it did feel that way, I do want to take a moment to talk about something, since I do have, a reason to talk about it. At the end of the episode, there was some really beautiful music, and it's something I haven't really talked much about since, the first episode of the series when I did my first impressions. I remember mentioning the songs that were used, how beautiful it sounds, and it really kind of upsets me a bit, because this series has a really great soundtrack, but a lot of the soundtrack is very quiet. It's like, okay, you know it's a beautiful song, like, you can hear it, but you can't make it out completely because of how low it is with some of these scenes throughout the episode, which is kind of upsetting, because you can really see that there is a very beautiful soundtrack for this anime Suka Suka. It's not, loud enough. And I mean, maybe it's because I'm used to series like Recreators or Attack on Titan to have that music just blaring up and all that, and I'm used to hearing it. Maybe I'm used to Sawano's, touch with music. And I know a lot of, people that make music and all that sometimes like to have it a little bit quiet, and, it's kind of in the background, you don't always notice it. Maybe that's kind of the direction he wanted to go with it, but still, so the music is so beautiful, and I would like it if it was a little bit louder throughout about the series just because of how nice it sounds, especially towards the end. That song really fit the part of the episode. Like I said, even though it was a filler episode, the music really carried this episode, and I would like to hear more of it. Now, talking about art and animation, I want to talk about Kutori's character design. I haven't really talked about it much. I love the design of her hair. It's something that you don't see quite often, honestly. I mean, sometimes you see a character change their hair color and all that, but you don't see it a lot in anime. And I really like the style of Kutori's, hair. Just the way it has blue and it has, like, red tips throughout and all that. It's like red highlights. That's a really cool design to her character. And in all honesty, I think even if she gets fixed, okay, let's say on the off chance that nothing goes wrong, she's fine, she doesn't lose her mind, I would still love it if she was to retain that reddish type looking hair. I would love it if, her hair was to have those highlights in it, because it just looks so good. It really fits with her character, and I don't know, maybe it's just me. And maybe in the future with this series, if she doesn't completely lose her mind, I could see maybe the two personalities maybe merging together or something. That might be a potential possibility for the series. Like, maybe Kutori doesn't completely lose her mind, but at the same time, the other person that's, was once her old self, her dead self, maybe that will also become a part of her, and basically they might mesh together and become the one entity that they are with their body. I would like something like that if it did go that direction. But overall, that's about it when it comes to this episode. It was very simple, but it was a good episode. It was. Regardless of how little there is to talk about, it was still an enjoyable episode, and I think everybody can agree with that. If you've watched, Suka Suka this far, most likely you know it's a very enjoyable series. It's very relaxing. It's a nice, relaxing series to watch on a Tuesday, and it's one of those type of series to where you just lay back, relax, and just have fun and smile. That's basically what it is. So, you all have a wonderful day or nights wherever you live, and no matter where you live or wherever you're at in the world, I do wish you many great days ahead of you. And no matter when you watch this video as well, I do appreciate you spending the time to watch this video. I appreciate the likes and comments you always give, guys. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day or nights wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.